Okay, guys, wanted to record this video for you. If you're just starting and don't know how to play Pantheon, I am going to explain some of the things that are going on the screen, right? So we have a match going with 4 players. I am here on top with a epic level card, as you can see in the red background. We have a uncommon level card here, another epic, and a uncommon here. So essentially, the act to me is 2 nines, meaning Godwin believes there are at least 2 nines in play between all the cards on the table. So all of mine here, and every other player has their hand kind of hidden, right? So I have 4 nines, so I'm just going to say 4 nines. And now it's up to Drishi to decide if I am lying or if I'm telling the truth. If he thinks I am lying, he may challenge me. In order to challenge, you have to sacrifice a god to purgatory. As you can see, a couple people have done challenges already. So it's getting pretty high stakes here. We got 6 nines. I don't know what Godwin's gonna do here, but this is getting very interesting. I have 2, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna act again. I'm gonna raise the stakes. So Godwin did a challenge. At this point, I can either support the challenger if I think there's not 6 nines, or I can support the actor if I think there are 6 nines. But I know I have 4, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise the stakes up even higher. And I want to see what happens now, because I see Alexandre has a pretty powerful card. He might have some nines. So we're being kind of risky. Okay, I got challenged, which was kind of what I wanted to happen. So now the other players can either support Drishi or support me. If there are 7 nines and everybody supports the challenger, meaning I win, I would win all the cards on the table. So the rest of the stuff you see on the cards, right? You have your character, you have the god and their unique background, obviously the god's name, and these gemstones are how many abilities the card has. So at the beginning, a common card. Oh yeah, I won that one. I'm so happy. I knew that was going to happen. There was how many total? 4, 6, 7 exactly. So the gemstones on the cards are signifying how many abilities the card has, which you can see over here, favor, blessing. I only have 2 gemstones on this, so I have those abilities. I'm going to play this card again, though, just because I had favor and boon, or sorry, prayer and boon, and I got some good results there. Now, the other thing you'll notice as you're kind of watching the game is when you do put this card into play, right? You are risking that card. So you might not get it back. That's why we call it the high stakes bluffing game, right? Because there's some bluffing, there's some risk element. But here we go, round 4. After every 4 rounds, one of these players will be able to actually resurrect the cards in purgatory and kind of put them back into their sanctuary. Okay, so he said 4 2 ones. I got 4. I'm gonna take it up to 7. Let's see if I can get somebody to challenge me again. I'm also being kind of aggressive, right? You know, not everybody plays the same way as me. So technically, the 2 winners of the round would be either the actor who's doing the acts or the challenger, right? The actor can get the biggest reward if he guesses correctly and gets everybody else to support the challenger. And in other words, kind of a bluff, right? The challenger can win if he calls the actor's bluff correctly. So probably this round, depending on what this next act is, I'll be the challenger so you guys can see what that looks like. Oh, Godwin initiated a challenge. So now I can either support the challenger or I can support the actor. This is a pretty high bet or guess. I only have 1-5. The other cards are kind of low level, so I don't think there's going to be 7 in play. So I'm going to support Godwin. Now, if Godwin is correct and there aren't 7 5s, I'll get to keep my card. But if we're incorrect, then Alexandre will win the challenger's card and anybody who supports the challenger. And the challenger was victorious. So Drishi actually supported the actor, so he lost his card to Godwin, and I got to keep mine. So Godwin had a good win there. He won 2 cards, and he put that one into purgatory. So hopefully that helps some of you guys that are asking, how to play. If you have any questions at all, just hit us up in the Discord. Definitely let us know. That's why we're doing the beta test, right? To make this game as fun as possible, make sure it's easy to understand, easy to play, and help you win more NFTs from your friends. Thanks.